Breaking news in the world of pop music. A leaked track from Taylor Swift's upcoming album, The Life of a Showgirl, has set the internet ablaze, and fans are convinced this could be one of the boldest lyrical call-outs of her career. The song, allegedly titled Actually Romantic, is stirring theories that Taylor has taken a direct shot at Charli XCX. Now, the reason this leak is shaking things up is not just because of the music itself, but because of the lyrics and their uncanny connection to Charli's world. In the leaked audio, one line immediately jumped out to fans. Taylor sings, "I heard you call me boring Barbie when the coke's got you brave." The internet froze for a moment. For Swifties, that sounded far too specific to ignore. The phrase boring Barbie sounded like a dismissive nickname, and the mention of coke linked too neatly with Charli's own raw and unfiltered references to drug culture in her album Brat. But that's only the beginning. The song title itself, Actually Romantic, instantly reminded fans of Charli XCX's 2024 track, Everything is Romantic. Was Taylor making a pointed reference, almost mocking the concept by flipping it into her own? Swifties are trained to decode every breadcrumb Taylor leaves, and when two details align, the title's similarity and the eyebrow-raising lyric, the theory machine ignites. To understand why fans are running wild with this, we have to go back a few years to Taylor and Charli's history. Charli XCX wasn't just another pop star in Taylor's orbit. In 2018, she was invited to open for Taylor's Reputation tour, joining the global juggernaut that made headlines across the world. Charli even shared the stage with Taylor on the hit Shake It Off. At the time, it seemed like a friendship built on mutual respect. Taylor praised Charli's creativity, while Charli openly admired Taylor's songwriting. But as years passed, things got complicated. Charli's social circle drew her closer to the 1975, a band forever tied to Taylor's own story. Charli became engaged, then married George Daniel. The 1975's drummer, while still maintaining a close friendship with Matty Healy, the band's frontman and Taylor's short-lived but infamous ex-boyfriend. Fans have not forgotten that messy era in Taylor's life. Some argue that Taylor has never fully escaped the shadow of her brief relationship with Matty, especially as he remains entangled in the music scene through Charli's world. Add to that the fact that Charli was reportedly the one who introduced Matty to his now fiancée, Gabriette Bechtel, and suddenly, every social thread begins to feel interconnected. So when fans hear Taylor singing about boring Barbie, many don't just hear a random insult. They see a subtle, almost surgical strike, a reminder that Taylor has the power to fold her personal history into her lyrics, turning old wounds into chart-topping art. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Some argue that the lyric is being overanalyzed, that it could be directed at anyone in Taylor's sprawling universe of experiences. After all, Taylor is famous for her layered metaphors and ambiguity. A term like boring Barbie could symbolize the way women in pop are constantly reduced to archetypes, stripped of individuality. The Coke reference might not be a jab at Charli specifically, but rather a commentary on the darker side of celebrity nightlife. Still, the fans are not buying it. On Reddit, threads popped up within hours of the leak, with one user insisting, "Taylor doesn't write things like this by accident. She knows exactly what she's doing." On X, fans were quick to share memes, edits, and lyrical breakdowns. With one viral post reading, "Charli, blink twice if you've just been Swift." The phrase World War Swift even trended briefly as fans debated whether Charli would dare respond in kind. But here's the twist. Charli XCX has addressed rumors like this before. Back in 2024, when her album Brat was making waves, fans speculated that she too had written veiled references to Taylor. Charli shut it down. In a TikTok post, she said flat out, "There aren't diss tracks on Brat. People love to pit women against each other, but that's not what my music is about." She explained that her lyrics were explorations of female identity, fame, and self-doubt, not direct digs at other artists. So, if Charli is on record saying she doesn't believe in feuding through songs, why are fans still convinced Taylor might be doing exactly that to her? The answer is in Taylor's track record. She has a long history of embedding personal stories and references into her music. From Dear John to All Too Well, her pen has always been sharpest when it's personal. So even if the lyric isn't a diss, fans are predisposed to believe it is. And here's where things get even more layered. Taylor has publicly praised Charli multiple times. She once called her songwriting surreal and inventive, and she was even spotted dancing to Charli's Grammys performance just last year. That complicates the theory because it begs the question, why would Taylor suddenly turn on someone she respects? Is it a genuine feud, or is the internet simply desperate for drama? This situation shines a light on the modern pop fandom. Fans are no longer just listeners. They're detectives, analysts, and cultural commentators. They comb through lyrics, interviews, even body language at award shows, searching for subtext. In some ways, the speculation itself becomes part of the entertainment. Whether Taylor meant to diss Charli or not, the narrative that fans are spinning is creating headlines, engagement, and endless debate. At the end of the day, the truth might not matter as much as the story fans choose to believe. If Actually Romantic is indeed about Charli XCX, it could spark one of the most unexpected pop feuds of the decade. If it's not, it still proves how much influence Taylor has. She can leak a line intentionally or not, and the world will stop to dissect it. So now the big question is, what happens next? Will Charli respond even indirectly? Will Taylor address the rumors? Or will she let the speculation build her album hype even higher? For now, all we can do is watch as the drama unfolds. One thing's for sure. In 2025, the pop world is messier, more interconnected, and more reactive than ever before. And whether this is a diss track or just a misinterpreted lyric, Taylor Swift and Charli XCX have both found themselves at the center of the internet stage. So what do you think? Is Actually Romantic the diss track fans are claiming it to be, or is this all just another chapter in the ongoing saga of fans projecting battles that don't exist? Leave your theories below, and let's keep this debate going. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that in pop music, every word counts, and every silence speaks even louder.